Hello, CISD artists. This is me, Mr. McBride from Mockingbird Elementary. I'm excited to talk to you about something that can help you when you're decorating your Pinwheels for Peace, and that thing is symbols. Symbols are pictures or marks that represent an idea, and that idea we're going to cover is peace. Today, I'll show you some examples of things that represent peace and how you might put those things in your pinwheel to make it look unique. Let's go.
All right, guys, here's an example of some of the symbols I'm going to be adding today and walking you through. So before we begin, just a disclaimer, make sure that you're going at a pace that you find calming, because one of the great things about peace is that it allows us to be calm. So I wouldn't rush through this. Enjoy this project. It's a really fun one, and you want to make sure that your pinwheel is amazing so you can keep it for years to come. All right, let's start. You notice I added a circle at the very beginning. That's something I'll come back to. All right, I'm just going to make some dots at some of the corners so I can remember which of the corners are going towards the center. The areas where my fingers are pointing, that's where I wouldn't be able to see that once my pinwheel is made, so I'm going to keep that in mind for later. For my first symbol, I think I'm going to add some hearts. When I think hearts, I think love, and when I think love, I often think of peace, and so that makes sense for me to add this symbol. So I'm going to go ahead and add this in this corner. For this next part of my drawing, I'm going to focus on the dove. A dove is a peace symbol that has been used in many different cultures for about thousands of years. The Greeks use it, ancient Japan used it, early Christians use it. A lot of people through many cultures have used the dove to represent peace and love, and so I'm going to put that in my top right corner of my pinwheel. All right, you might recognize this next peace symbol. This is the V sign or the peace sign you make with your hands. This is a very interesting peace sign. It didn't actually start out as a peace sign. People used it in World War II to advocate for victory for the Allied forces. But interesting thing about peace symbols, if people who are advocating for peace, artists, example, if you use something and you advocate for peace or you advocate for something good, it can change the nature of it. So people use the peace sign later on after the war, and it forever got known as the peace symbol instead of the victory symbol. All right, I'm going to add another peace symbol at the bottom left part of my pinwheel. I'm taking a glue stick cap and using that as something to trace. You can do so as well, or you can draw the circle. All there is to a peace symbol is to make a circle, and then you're going to need one vertical line that goes through the middle and two diagonal lines that start from the middle and go down. In addition to lines, shapes, colors, and symbols for your pinwheel, you can also consider what words you find peaceful. Just like I wrote peace on the front, I'm going to add some words on the back. So you might consider adding a poem or a quote. In this case, I'm adding a quote by Eleanor Roosevelt. It goes, "It isn't enough to talk about peace. One must believe in it. And it isn't enough to believe in it. One must work at it." For the center of the pinwheel, I wanted to add another peace symbol. That was my plan all along by adding the circle. It might not show up completely when I'm done assembling my pinwheel. I might not be able to see it because some of the parts of the pinwheel have to be turned in towards the center. But I know that. But even still, I really want to add one to the center because I think it would look nice as I'm drawing it. And just the thought of adding that little bit of design, something in the center that's round, that's kind of peaceful to me. So if you make something, guys, have peaceful thoughts as you make it. I'm making this peace symbol knowing that part of it's going to be covered up. But I just enjoy making it, and it gives me peace. And I hope that when you're making stuff, you consider having certain things where you'll be able to see them when you're done constructing them. But also, don't let it dissuade you from making things that you enjoy, because that's what this project's all about. All right, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that it helped you think up some symbols that you can add when you are decorating your pinwheel for peace. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see your finished pinwheels. Bye-bye.